When most people think of Alaska, they imagine snow, mountains, maybe a moose or two. But Alaska is more than cold and wild. It's a place where silence feels alive, where glaciers whisper, forests breathe, and the sky dances in colors you've never seen. From coastal rainforests to Arctic tundra, from ancient ice fields to still, untouched valleys, every corner of Alaska tells a story of time, of peace, of raw, untouched wonder. Stay with me as we explore 22 of the most breathtaking, serene, and powerful places across the last frontier. Alaska, a journey through wild peace. Let's begin. Anchorage. Welcome to Anchorage, Alaska's biggest city, but don't expect skyscrapers and crowded streets. Here, you're just as likely to spot a moose in a parking lot as you are to see a business meeting. Anchorage is where urban life meets wild Alaska. Set between the towering Chugach Mountains and the vast waters of Cook Inlet, this city offers stunning views in every direction. Locals love the Tony Knowles Coastal Trail, where you can bike or walk right along the ocean, with bald eagles flying overhead. Even though it's the city hub, Anchorage is your perfect launch pad for adventure with glaciers, mountains, and wildlife just a short drive away. In Alaska, nature never feels far. Denali National Park. Next, we travel to Denali National Park, home to North America's tallest peak, Denali, standing proud at 20,310 feet. But this place isn't just about height, it's about space, silence, and raw wilderness. Imagine vast tundra plains, crystal clear rivers, and snowy peaks stretching beyond the horizon. Here you can spot grizzly bears, caribou, Dall sheep, and golden eagles all roaming freely in their natural home. But Denali's real magic? The quiet. No busy roads, no city noise, just the whisper of the wind and the rhythm of nature. It's a place that invites you to slow down, breathe, and remember what untouched wilderness feels like. Kenai Fjords National Park. Welcome to Kenai Fjords National Park, where ice and ocean dance together in a spectacular show. Imagine towering glaciers slowly sliding into the sea, sending chunks of ancient ice crashing into the water with a deep, echoing crack. The coastline here is carved by time, with steep fjords, lush forests, and rocky cliffs. You'll spot sea otters floating peacefully, puffins diving for fish, and maybe even a humpback whale breaching in the distance. Every sound here is calming: the gentle splash of waves, the calls of seabirds, the soft breeze through spruce trees. Kenai Fjords is like a living, breathing reminder of how powerful yet peaceful nature can be. Mendenhall Glacier. We now glide to Mendenhall Glacier, just outside Juneau. Imagine a 13-mile river of ice slowly creeping through a valley, sparkling in shades of blue you didn't know existed. One of the highlights? The ice caves beneath the glacier surreal, glowing tunnels where light dances through the ice. It feels like stepping into another world, carved by thousands of years of snow and time. Outside, waterfalls cascade down rocky cliffs, feeding into icy blue lakes. And if you're lucky, you might spot a black bear fishing for salmon right nearby. Mendenhall isn't just a glacier. It's a reminder of how ancient and alive the planet's frozen places truly are. Sitka. Next stop, Sitka, a coastal gem surrounded by islands and rainforest. This charming town blends Alaska's wild beauty with rich native Tlingit and Russian history. But the real magic lies just beyond town. Picture towering spruce trees draped in moss, hidden trails through the temperate rainforest, and bald eagles soaring overhead. The air here smells like earth, salt, and rain. Offshore, sea otters float lazily, and you might catch a glimpse of humpback whales feeding in the deep waters. Sitka is peaceful, lush, and quietly powerful, a place where nature always feels bigger than you, but in the most comforting way. Fairbanks. Now we head north to Fairbanks, where the wilderness meets the Arctic sky. In summer, you'll experience the midnight sun with daylight that seems to never end. In winter, it's the opposite, but that's when the real magic happens. Fairbanks is one of the best places on Earth to see the aurora borealis. Imagine vivid green and purple light swirling across a black sky, nature's own light show, dancing above snowy forests. The stillness is profound, No city noise, just the faint crackle of frozen trees and the soft crunch of snow underfoot. Fairbanks shows that even in the deep cold, there's a special kind of warmth in nature's beauty. Wrangell-St. Elias National Park. Welcome to Wrangell-St. Elias National Park, the largest national park in the United States, bigger than Yellowstone, Yosemite, and Switzerland combined. Here, the landscape feels endless. Towering volcanoes, sprawling glaciers, wild rivers carving through untouched valleys. This is Alaska at its most remote and raw. Few roads, even fewer people. Just you, the wilderness, and the humbling silence of ancient mountains. Glaciers like Root Glacier seem to glow in the sunlight, while the historic Ketchikan mines stand as reminders of the gold rush days. Kodiak Island. Off the southern coast lies Kodiak Island, known for its lush green landscapes and, of course, its giant Kodiak bears, some of the largest bears on Earth. But Kodiak is more than just bears. Picture rolling hills covered in wildflowers, misty forests, and dramatic coastlines where sea lions lounge on the rocks. The waters around the island are rich with life: whales, puffins, otters, and more. It's a place where the ocean and the forest meet, creating a perfect sanctuary for wildlife and for peaceful reflection. Kodiak Island feels like a hidden corner of the world, where life moves slower and nature quietly takes your breath away. Prince William Sound. Next, we drift into the serene waters of Prince William Sound, a coastal paradise dotted with islands, glaciers, and quiet coves. Floating icebergs shimmer in the cold, clear water. Seals nap on chunks of ice, while seabirds dive gracefully into the ocean. Occasionally, the stillness is broken by the blow of a humpback whale or the crack of a distant calving glacier. Surrounded by the Chugach Mountains, Prince William Sound feels like a world suspended in time, a place where every sound is soothing and every view is like a living postcard. It's a reminder of how peaceful and yet alive the ocean can be. Glacier Bay National Park. Now we sail into Glacier Bay National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of Alaska's crown jewels. Imagine a bay filled with towering tidewater glaciers, some stretching back thousands of years. Every so often you'll witness the incredible sight and sound of a glacier calving as massive ice chunks crash into the sea with a deep, thunderous roar. It's both powerful and oddly calming, like nature's own slow-motion symphony. Marine life thrives here. Humpback whales, sea otters, harbor seals, and seabirds dot the landscape. The stillness of the bay, broken only by the soft splash of paddles or wildlife, invites a deep breath. Glacier Bay is a living reminder of how slow, patient forces shape our world and how beautiful that process can be. Valdez. Tucked between fjords and snow-capped peaks, Valdez is a small town with big, dramatic scenery. It's often called the Little Switzerland of Alaska, and for good reason. One of its highlights is the stunning Keystone Canyon, where waterfalls like Bridal Veil Falls tumble down sheer rock faces, creating a soothing soundtrack of rushing water. Nearby, you'll find Worthington Glacier, easily accessible yet wildly impressive. Valdez is also a gateway to Prince William Sound, offering chances to see sea lions, puffins, and towering icebergs. But more than anything, Valdez feels peaceful and untouched, a perfect stop to pause, take in the grandeur, and let nature do the talking. Ketchikan. Welcome to Ketchikan, the first city many visitors see when cruising Alaska's Inside Passage. Known as the salmon capital of the world, Ketchikan is surrounded by lush Tongass National Forest, the largest temperate rainforest on Earth. Strolling through the historic Creek Street, you'll see charming stilted buildings and, in late summer, salmon battling upstream in crystal-clear creeks, an ancient, relentless migration. Beyond town, the forest trails offer quiet walks among towering Sitka spruce and hemlock, with the soft patter of rain adding to the calm. Ketchikan beautifully blends rich native Tlingit culture, frontier history, and wild green landscapes, all wrapped in a refreshing rainforest serenity. Hatcher Pass. High in the Talkeetna Mountains, Hatcher Pass is a scenic escape where alpine meadows meet rugged peaks. In summer, this area bursts with wildflowers, while in fall, the tundra turns a stunning carpet of red and gold. You'll find the charming Independence Mine, a historic gold mining site that now feels like a peaceful ghost town, frozen in time. Nearby, the sounds of bubbling creeks and gentle winds through the grasses create a perfect natural soundtrack. Hatcher Pass is less crowded than Alaska's big parks, offering a more intimate connection with the land, a quiet reminder of Alaska's wild beauty, just a short drive from civilization. Nome and the Arctic coast. Far off the beaten path, Nome sits on the edge of the Bering Sea, where the tundra meets the Arctic Ocean. It's a place of wide open spaces where migrating birds fill the skies and herds of musk oxen graze on windswept hills. Nome is famous for being the finish line of the Iditarod sled dog race, but beyond that, it's a peaceful frontier town where nature feels raw and real. The soundscape here is subtle, a whispering breeze, the distant cry of seabirds, the crunch of tundra underfoot. Nome invites you to experience Alaska's Arctic soul, vast, quiet, and powerfully humbling. Chugach State Park. We finish our journey in Chugach State Park, right on the edge of Anchorage, but it feels like stepping into another world. Covering nearly 500,000 acres, it's one of the largest state parks in the U.S. Here, towering mountains, deep valleys, and crystal-clear streams are just minutes from city life. Locals come here to hike, ski, and simply breathe in the fresh mountain air. You might spot Dell sheep perched on rocky cliffs or watch the sun dip behind snow-capped peaks, bathing the landscape in golden light. Chugach State Park reminds us that in Alaska, wild beauty is always close, ready to bring calm, inspiration, and awe. Tracy Arm Fjord. Deep in Alaska's wilderness, Tracy Arm Fjord offers a fairy tale-like scene of steep granite cliffs, lush waterfalls, and glowing blue icebergs floating in emerald waters. Massive glaciers like Sawyer Glacier creep down to the water's edge, occasionally sending thunderous ice chunks into the fjord. Yet, despite this power, the atmosphere feels calm, the soft ripples on the water, the distant echo of cracking ice, and the occasional call of a harbor seal. As you drift through Tracy Arm, every bend reveals a new breathtaking view. It's a place where raw power and serene beauty exist side by side, creating a sense of awe and peace with every moment. Lake Clark National Park. Hidden in Alaska's southwest lies Lake Clark National Park, a place where volcanoes, turquoise lakes, waterfalls, and dense forests all come together in perfect harmony. At the heart of it is Lake Clark itself, a brilliant blue expanse reflecting the towering peaks that surround it. Trails lead through quiet forests where brown bears fish in the streams, especially near the famous Silver Salmon Creek. The park is remote and rarely crowded, offering pure tranquility. The sounds here are soft and grounding, gentle waves lapping the shore, birds singing, and the rustle of wind through spruce trees. Lake Clark is Alaska's hidden paradise, perfect for those seeking beauty in untouched, peaceful places. Seward. Tucked between mountains and the sea, Seward is a charming coastal town and a perfect base for exploring Alaska's wild beauty. Its small harbor bustles with fishing boats and wildlife tours, yet it maintains a peaceful, laid-back vibe. Just outside of town, the Exit Glacier offers a rare chance to walk right up to a glacier's edge, a humbling encounter with ancient ice. The surrounding Resurrection Bay is a haven for sea otters, puffins, and sometimes even orcas slicing through the waves. Seward is where land, sea, and ice converge, creating endless moments of quiet awe. It's a place where every step connects you deeper with Alaska's untamed spirit. Skagway. Step into the Gold Rush era with a visit to Skagway, a historic town where wooden boardwalks and vintage storefronts bring the past to life. But beyond its charming facade lies a landscape of staggering beauty. The White Pass and Yukon Route Railway offers a scenic ride through steep mountain passes, waterfalls, and endless wilderness. Trails like Lower Dewey Lake loop through tranquil forests, ideal for a quiet, reflective walk. Skagway is a blend of history and nature, where stories of old gold seekers mix with the timeless calm of Alaska's wild outdoors. A small town with a big sense of wonder. Admiralty Island. Known as the Fortress of the Bears, Admiralty Island is home to one of the highest concentrations of brown bears in the world. Dense old-growth forests, peaceful inlets, and salmon-filled streams make this island a perfect sanctuary for both wildlife and visitors seeking solitude. The iconic Pack Creek Bear Viewing Area offers a rare, respectful way to observe these magnificent creatures in their natural habitat. The island's towering Sitka spruce and rich Tlingit cultural heritage add layers of depth to this already enchanting place. Admiralty Island is where you truly feel like a guest in nature's home, quiet, humbled, and completely immersed. Katmai National Park. No list of Alaska's wonders would be complete without Katmai National Park, world famous for its dramatic brown bear encounters. The iconic scene, bears perched atop Brooks Falls, expertly catching salmon mid-leap, a timeless spectacle of nature's rhythm. Yet beyond the bears, Katmai offers so much serenity: vast tundra plains, volcanic landscapes, and crystal clear lakes. The Valley of 10,000 Smokes, a surreal volcanic ash plain, tells stories of Alaska's fiery past, while today it stands eerily silent, a perfect place for reflection. Katmai balances the thrill of wildlife with the calm of remote wilderness, offering a soothing reminder of nature's delicate yet powerful balance. Alaska's beauty is wild, pure, and endlessly calming. From glaciers to mountains, forests to fjords, every moment reminds us to slow down and breathe. Thank you for joining this peaceful journey. If you enjoyed, subscribe and stay with us for more relaxing nature escapes.